jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ ABC. It doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis, presented by bodyslam.net. I am your reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni world champion. Oh, it's so bright, it's shiny. That's why.
Oh my goodness.
Joined as always with Mr. Mike Butler.
How are you? How's everyone?
Good day, sir.
Good day. Good day.
We're doing a little mix-up. We're doing this a day later. We're doing this on a Sunday, lazy Sunday.
Yeah, lazy indeed.
I believe tonight's in your house.
Tonight is in your house. Not in your house, but like the event in
it's like
your
a thing.
house.
It's like a thing. And I remember I was looking through the card, and I haven't been that invested in NXT recently.
No,
it's not. This whole the thing with Dexter Lumis and Indy and this whole love, and then they had Poppy on this week, and Triple H saying how much he loves Poppy and her music, and William Regal is also a huge fan of Poppy as well.
Would not have bet on that one. Would not have thought that.
But I was looking through like the match. It's like I'm interested in seeing LA Knight and Cameron Grimes for the $1 million championship, $1 million title.
That'll probably be match of the night, in my opinion. I think it'll be match of the night.
I think that'll be good. I'm interested in that storyline. And then, I'm interested in the main event, but I still see it being Karrion Kross winning this match. But
see, I'd go a different route. I don't think he's gonna win.
Really?
Only because it's a fatal 5-way match, and I feel like there's a good chance to like take the title off him without beating him. But then at the same time, it's like, why even take the title off him then if you don't want to beat him? Like, I don't know.
He does manhandle the past few weeks, like for the most part, except this past week.
I would have said Adam Cole was going to win tonight, but then he had this past week. A
big ending moment.
WWE math, it's like if you're standing tall the week before the pay-per-view, you're not winning at the pay-per-view. So,
but yeah, that was the main thing. I don't know, just it reminded me of NXT this week and Poppy and Triple H and Dexter Lumis. All was popping out, and I was just like, oh yeah, there's definitely the pay-per-view tonight, and Gargano's in that match as well, and what Pete Dunne. Be interesting. I'll be watching it.
Yeah, I'll probably throw it on a little bit.
But I've been waiting for days to kind of just hear your thoughts on this past week's Monday Night Raw, which
okay. Funny you should say that, because I have it all right here, and I'm ready to rip ass on it, sort of. So earlier, I think it was right after the show, or maybe it was a day after, but I immediately tweeted out something along the lines of how I think it had something to do with Nikki Cross and how I hate what they're doing with her, but I also hate the rest of the show, and I'll explain more when we record. And like, I think for the first time ever, I hated something about every segment, about every match on Raw. Maybe not every match, but every segment I hated in one way or another. So let's dive in, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tag Team Battle Royal. Kudos for starting off a Battle Royal. Wasn't expecting that. Not kudos for not having Orton and Riddle win the match. Double not kudos for having the Viking Raiders win the match. Here's my thing. If you're not going to have RK Bro win the match, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But in my opinion, and this may not be popular, you got to have T-Bar and Mace win, not Viking Raiders. You're going to try it. You're trying to build up your tag division, your very depleted tag division. Viking Raiders, I don't see as a believable threat, I guess you could say, against AJ and Omos. Mason T-Bar, I think so. So if Riddle and Orton weren't going to win, I think you've got to give that to T-Bar and Mace.
I would like to say they don't do face versus face. They love for titles doing face versus heel. So like they wouldn't do that's why in Viking Raiders, when I was like, all right, they don't want to put the title on Riddle and Orton yet. They want a babyface team to win this, but who aren't going to be AJ and Omos. So that's like that was
Isn't Orton and Riddle a babyface team?
Yeah, but they don't want to put the title. They don't want to put the titles on them yet. I don't think.
And again, I'm fine with that. You want to wait till like you got people like fans and stuff. That's cool. I don't even know if that's the reason why they didn't win this match, but there was no reason for them not to win this match. But I just I'm not interested in AJ and Omos versus the Viking Raiders, and I really hope that that's a Thunderdome match and not because when AJ came out and cut the promo, which wasn't that great, that was like not good either. I did not like the promo with AJ and Omos either. He made it sound like the winner of the Battle Royal was going to face them at the first live show or the first live Raw in front of fans. And I really hope that's not the case because I am not interested in the Viking Raiders and AJ and Omos. And I don't think, now, I mean, I'm not trying to speak for 20, 30,000 people here, but I don't think the first live Raw crowd will be into it either. Just mine.
Yeah, it's hard to. So is Hell in a Cell is going to be Thunderdome, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All
Last
right.
Thunderdome pay-per-view.
So that's where they're probably going to do this tag match.
I hope so.
Which makes sense. And then it's gonna lead to Riddle and Orton, but I don't know if they're ever gonna pull the trigger on putting the tag titles on them. If they are gonna end up doing that Goldberg thing, if they end up
just stop it.
Just saying that could be the reason why they don't win the tag titles.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but you got Ray challenging Roman in a singles feud, I guess, but whatever.
You saying that real quick. I did not like how he said he wasn't going to win the match on SmackDown.
See, I caught that promo a little bit, but I didn't get it.
I know I'm not going to probably win, but he said that. And I was just like, wow, we know that he's not going to beat Roman, but don't say it.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I'm not interested in the match now. I mean, I probably wasn't interested in the match. Look, I'm legit only into that match because of what Roman can do to Dominic. We'll get there.
Oh my God.
We will get there for sure.
One of the greatest things ever. We'll get to it. Continue with your Raw.
Yeah. All right. So that was Battle Royal. And you have your backstage segments with Orton and Riddle with the key and the mouth and all that. That is all fine and good. That's fine. But
I laugh every time the way he says Randy. Hey Randy. The way
Randy
every time. I'll laugh and I do not mind it at all.
Also the Miz and Morrison are still there doing things, and I also didn't like that. I didn't like Morrison being by himself. Grand Metalik by himself, in the middle of the match, when they opened it, I was where's his partner?
Injuries. Both were
right. Why are they in the match?
It's what if they win?
Why yeah, right. If they win, what are they doing? Why are they in the match? I would have hated this, but I would have preferred this over what they actually did, but I would have rather have had Metalik and Morrison just kind of, and I know I'm against this too, but thrown together since both their partners are injured. But I mean, I guess to make sense purposes, you could have done that.
I don't know what they would have, but yeah, obviously when they're both in, you're well, neither of them are going to win, so it's just to have people in the ring.
Yeah, not happy. All right, so then what's next? You get a bunch of backstage segments. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley get put in a tag match against Nikki Cross and a partner of her choosing. Here's what I hated about this backstage segment. Why are they getting put together as a tag team? They hate each other. What's the deal? I don't get it. Don't like it. Moving on.
Happens too much.
Elias is in the ring. This feud for me is already like dead. First off, it's clear that they're going, I don't know why, but they're going Jackson Riker as the babyface, it seems.
Hard.
Look, we don't get into politics here. We know what he's said and stuff, and who you support is who you support, whatever. I don't judge. But like, it's very tone deaf to try and get people to cheer for him based off what he has said in the past. I personally think that, again, much like a Viking Raiders AJ Omos match in front of a live crowd, this in front of a live crowd would you'd see people leave.
Yeah, the people are clamoring for this. Riker, Elias. Put them in Hell in a Cell. Put everybody in Hell in a Cell.
Would you? We talked a little bit about Riker's new look. What did you say he was?
Yeah, he looked like Zack Ryder. He looked like exactly like Zack Ryder for the most part.
Zack Ryder, and then I said he had Zack Ryder with a bald spot. I think.
Yeah, but he has that same with the beard trim, short haircut, like
Matt Cardona is doing super awesome things, by the way.
That was I mean, Impact had a pay-per-view last night, and I mean, still like this whole I didn't really not that much buzz leading up to. I know there's Mega and Moose, but this angle with Gage and Cardona, like he recently showed up at just the other day at their podcast recording.
Yeah.
There's like the way they're doing this angle is perfect.
I think I watched that maybe like 15 times. The Cardona in the black sheet and everything, like 15 times. I think I watched that.
We should try to go to that. That's like in Atlantic City.
Yeah, it is. We should. If it's a death match, we definitely should.
That's gonna be awesome.
All right.
On a piece of glass and it hurt a lot, so I couldn't even imagine.
All right, so then we get Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley's contract signing. As if we didn't hate it enough, the fact that these two are fighting each other again. But let me ask you something. I think I've signed like maybe 1-2 contracts in my lifetime, or leases. I think they're the same thing. I don't know about you and your contracts. We obviously we virtually sign a contract whenever someone defends the jaBROni World Championship. And, the print is fine. The print is legal.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you something. They go down, contracts written, and then they start adding these stipulations. Drew loses, he doesn't get a title shot anymore. What was Lashley's thing? Did he even have a thing?
I definitely no. Wasn't that what isn't that what Lashley said?
Yeah, Lashley said
like, no more shots after this. And
that's the only stipulation.
I forget what he said.
Oh, you know what? It was Drew who said, "Let's make it a Hell in a Cell match." That's what he said. So Hell in a Cell match. Drew doesn't get any more title shots. 2 new stipulations. Question: would that not make the contract that is already out there, ready to be signed, like useless?
Yeah, because it's just
because it didn't have that stipulation. It didn't have the Hell in a Cell stipulation. Just didn't like it.
You know what? Someone needs to walk down and hand a new draft and be like, all right, we got the new draft coming down.
Like, I don't know if you can write that in with pen or
pen
not.
real quick.
But
just
like
put HIAC, no more title shots for Drew, and then X, sign here.
Yeah, there you go. Might be nitpicking, but didn't like it. Bottom line, I don't want to see this match again anyway. So whatever. Nikki Cross interview with Sarah Schreiber, revealing her tag team partner of the night. Did you not think it was Asuka?
Yeah, no, it definitely.
It was like you thought it was going to be like it's going to be Asuka. Like I don't know how.
Like nobody else.
There's Danky. Yeah, exactly. There's nobody else unless you're going Alexa Bliss, who, she's got her own thing. You got Shayna Baszler, who, she's got her own thing, and Nia Jax, who's got her Reginald thing. So
I love Reg.
has to be Asuka, and then it's like you're getting Asuka versus Rhea versus Charlotte again. In a way, you just throwing Nikki Cross in there, who's way too excited about winning 2 matches the last 2 weeks against Rhea and Charlotte. Like, it shouldn't be happening like that. Like, have her win. I'm cool with having Nikki win, but have her win, not survive 2 minutes, which is stupid in itself because it's Nikki Cross, former tag team champion, was great with Sanity. You're trying to tell me that it's a surprise that she lasts 2 minutes with Charlotte and Rhea? Are you kidding me?
And she
So stupid.
And she did the minute of almost in and out of the ring, running around in and out of the ring for almost a minute. But then, like you said, like after it was over, like standing on top of the announcer table and like,
oh, the dancing.
it makes you look like a joke. It doesn't,
especially Asuka. Especially, I hate it. I've always hated Asuka dancing like that. It's stupid. It's dumb. I hate it so damn much. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what the hell is going on there. It's one thing if they want to do it, but go off the script. If they want to do that, fine. But they're not going off the script. Asuka's not going off the script. They definitely have, at least Asuka has someone telling them, yo, go dance, do your dancing thing. I don't know if they are going off the script or if that's what they do. I'm not a fan of it. Sorry to dump on everyone's dreams and hopes, but I don't like it at all whatsoever.
But it only got worse then. It only got worse with the women's division in general.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you're gonna get, but
we're zipping through this already. I'm telling you, we're getting there soon. Ricochet versus Humberto, number 1 contenders match for the United States title. Look, dude, don't want to see either of these two, really. I'd love to see these two as a tag team. Give them to me as a tag team. I don't believe either one of them can beat Sheamus. Not happening. And if it ended in a draw.
Double count out they did, right?
Yeah, double count out. Yep. Probably going to be a triple threat match for the U.S. title, and Sheamus is probably going to lose somehow to Humberto Carrillo.
But why?
I don't know. Now I am shitting on this show a lot, but there were some things that I enjoyed, or some things that piqued my interest, you would say.
Go on.
Obviously it goes without saying that the Matt Riddle and Orton stuff, I mean, that goes without saying. I love that stuff. I could take that stuff 24/7. However, there's this backstage segment with Kofi and MVP. With MVP kind of recruiting, but not really recruiting Kofi Kingston, saying, he was a big fan of Kofi Mania, but Kofi let that end because he's basically shucking and jiving with his friends. I am all for some type of Kofi heel turn with MVP as his manager. I am all for MVP just grabbing Lashley, grabbing Kofi. Would have been perfect if Shelton and Cedric were the same, were still together, still a thing, and not necessarily a Nation of Domination, but a Hurt Business,
Hurt Business, like you said, Hurt Business never, well, it's not done, but it's still, I feel like they could, I love that if it was if they did a Lashley, Kofi, MVP stuff.
I would enjoy it.
But then Kofi wouldn't be able to have the world title on his mind because Bobby has it.
You could write that in later down the line after after the stable has been established, not like in its hottest period like they did with the Hurt Business. But you could have a ready to build feud with Kofi and Bobby right there, if Bobby is holding on to that championship for that long. I don't know, just something to keep an eye out. I enjoyed that.
Now that was
Even
probably
Breeze,
that was probably the best thing.
Yeah.
Was that backstage promo?
yeah, I would say maybe. Even Marie's debuting next week, whatever.
Evolution.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy versus Cedric Alexander. I enjoyed this. I like the fact that Jeff Hardy won because I wasn't expecting it, and I'm a huge Jeff Hardy fan. Um, they need. I don't want to say they need to, but it would be a smart idea to get Jeff some wins heading into live crowds because his entrance is probably going to be one that the fans pop for the most, I would say, especially if he brings back the No More Words theme song, which I rock out to on my free time. So definitely smart to get him some wins. And also Cedric is really not going anywhere, which I hate. So that's what I hate about this show. Cedric, I mean, I feel like Jeff could have won against someone else. Cedric needs something else to get him out of this funk because I hate what they're doing with him. But big fan of Jeff Hardy winning. Just saying.
You think? Because I mean, he's been putting a lot of people over on main event.
See, I don't watch main event, so like, you just saying that he puts people over makes my like rant. I feel like totally not make sense at all. But whatever.
No, like you said, I remember the one time I got that Thunderdome invite. It was earlier, and they were doing main event before, and I just saw him like losing to I forget who it was. Was it Jinder maybe? Yeah, he lost to Jinder, and then again, where's he at?
Jinder. They're hindering Jinder again.
I just don't get it. I don't get why you bring people back to stop and to go, to stop and to go.
It can't be good. It can't be good for this the performers.
Oh, are we?
We're almost. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Nikki Cross, Asuka. Look, we already said what we needed to say. Hate this match. Hate everything they do about it. Yeah, boom, done. Mansoor versus Drew Gulak. I didn't hate this match. I hated what Drew Gulak was kind of doing, and here's why. I like Drew Gulak, but 3 weeks ago, he got a rose shoved up his bum.
This is true.
And now, and worked as the face, but now all of a sudden he's heel, trying to do heel tactics, and now you got Ali warning Mansoor that Drew's going to use heel tactics, and Mansoor basically, I guess, kind of listened to him or like kept what he said in his head because Mansoor was ready. I like Mansoor. I like his look. I like the idea of pairing him with Ali.
It seems like that's what they're doing.
Right. I'm a big fan of that.
I think it'll be good.
Drew Gulak, though, I just didn't like. I don't like how there was like no explanation. Like, why is he using him? Is it because he's mad that he has a rose up his ass, or I don't know. But
that's weird too. They just put a bunch of merch out for him too. He put like 6 shirts out. It seemed he's like all these orange shirts out, and I was like, that's kind of weird. He just gets all this, and he's barely a focus on programming at all.
Yeah,
we love Drew Gulak.
It really hurts that he's a Philly guy too. It really does hurt. But what else is new? Kofi Kingston versus Riddle. That was good. I like that match. So cool. All right. So here we go.
This is what we wanted.
This is what everyone's here for. This is what we wanted. So I've made it very clear that I am not a fan of Shayna Baszler, but I also respect what Shayna Baszler has done, and I know how badass she was in NXT.
We defend her, saying that she should be badass.
Right. Yes. Yes. If anything, they have made me not a fan of her, not necessarily her.
Exactly.
So I don't know what to say about this segment. And like, so there's this doll, and I don't know, dude. You do it, because I'm lost.
So they did the whole playground thing in the ring, Lex's playground,
Yeah.
where it ends up where there's finally an attack, and Alexa starts going off on Shayna, but it all involves she stepped on the doll Lily.
Yeah.
And it all goes where Shayna ends up getting out of the ring, and they they keep doing this thing where fire is shooting up from the ramp or whatever, and she then goes
Shayna
back.
books it.
Shayna books it out, runs up the ramp, fire's just shooting up, and she goes in through the ramp into the gorilla, and all the lights are out. There's no producers, there's no backstage people. And as she's running through just everything, she's trying to open doors. They're shooting this like a horror movie, like a chase scene almost, but we're not seeing anything chasing her. It's just she's trying doors, and then she goes in the doors. There's a shot of her inside, like, so there's camera people inside. Just to everything unlike Shayna Baszler, where it goes down and she finally goes into a room, and then she starts moving the couch in front of the door. Again, all out of character of Shayna Baszler. It's just a doll. Like, what is going on here? Then they do this shot over and over again of you see Lily when Shayna's looking in the mirror in the background, but then cut back over, not there. She looks in the mirror again, and we all see Lily there. They move the camera back, not there. And then I believe the lights go out. There is a scream.
There is.
Raw logo. Show goes off the air, and you're just like,
God.
like, this was the main event angle of Raw after just weeks.
2 weeks in a row they had that was Shayna and Reginald last week, and then this week you had that 2 weeks in a row. Really?
And I mean, not to curse or whatever, but we didn't even have fucking Reginald on the show. You don't even give me Reginald. Like at least we got a little flashback of him getting beat up, which it hurts me. It hurts me. Still waiting for that follow at Reginald WWE. You gotta follow the jaBROnis. We're huge fans.
Please.
But no, I assume they had this all penciled in where we get finally like a confrontation between the 2 weeks before the pay-per-view. The go home, I don't know if we're going to get revealed of maybe what we're going to get teased at seeing at Hell in a Cell, but we're definitely going to get this match book somehow. And then I guess we're going to see.
So you think that Alexa Bliss will finally get in the ring and like wrestle?
I'm assuming.
You think that Shayna is now possessed by Lily, and Shayna now becomes weird like Alexa?
I would not.
Which one do you think they would logically go with? You think they're ready to put Alexa Bliss and Shayna in a match, or you ready to think that you think they're about to do Shayna as Lily?
They can't do that. They can, I know, but no, they need to do She's doing man. They need to have.
How do you? Let me ask you this: how do you come out tomorrow night and explain what the hell went on with Shayna? Like, Shayna just come out and be like, I'm challenging you to a match. No, you don't do that.
How's she gonna?
You have Alexa doing the backstage playground segment, and in the swing next to her, it's Shayna probably dressed up like Lily.
Yeah, because how did she get out of it? That's what they're going to have to explain. How did she get out of the room? What happened? But I still feel like the end game of this is the same with Bray Wyatt and his little Firefly Funhouse character. And then
You
there's
think that's still like a thing? Like you think like
I
he's like
think
waiting in the wings?
she's going to have to be this. I feel like at this point, she needs to be the Lily. She's for the most part, like happy go lucky on the swing. And Bray Wyatt even was not like a fighter ever really when he was doing the whole sweater thing, but he even had that fight match with the Miz where he started wrestling him when you were like, oh, I thought he was like, he doesn't want confrontation. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm expecting it to be her in some kind of gimmick, spooky gimmick.
All right. We'll see. We will see. That was Raw. It was awful. More awful than usual. There's my ring.
Yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun.
Tomorrow's gonna be more awful. Probably.
And we talked a little bit about NXT already. And but mainly, I mean, we got back ended. We had 4 hours Friday night of just SmackDown, AEW, and what was your besides the greatness that was the Roman Usos intertwining storyline throughout the night, which I just feel is always on point. What else did you think about? What'd you think about them bringing Kevin Owens and Big E out and kind of just brushing the whole Aleister Black thing out of the way and do it?
You knew they were gonna do that. I mean, that wasn't shocking to me at all.
General,
I don't know if they're trying to like make these two a tag team or whatnot, but they got them teaming up again next week. I'd much rather see KO turn heel and team with Sammy nowadays. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm not into it.
It's just with, and it sucks because it's just with Roman, there's no believable baby faces at all that are any threat. And then anytime you have a feud with Roman, they're beating one of the like almost mid-card baby faces. There's no, like, I think the only person that's going to end up beating him is someone who's not on the show at all currently, like either a return or someone who's on another brand or has not signed yet or is in, like, I don't think anybody is believable at all to take the title off of Roman.
No,
he's just so
absolutely not.
I say it every week that I'm getting tired of me saying it every week that he is just so good. I like this hit with the locker room, with him scoffing at the, like, your locker room, you've got a locker room, at him. He kills me, dude. He's so good at being a dickhead. It's ridiculous.
Oh, he's so good at it. So great at it. I feel like they may maybe turn Sammy face with how his tag match ended with Aziz doing that Nigerian nail to him afterwards. But you're right. There's nobody on the roster right now that can even touch Roman. The only person in the entire company that would even make a lick of sense is Drew McIntyre, and I don't even think he's that close to Roman Reigns on that level. He is not. Neither is Bobby. Roman is Roman. Roman is GOAT. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Roman is GOAT. He's GOAT.
I'm very interested. It's cool being like invested in a story more. For the most part, I'm not gonna lie though, SmackDown sometimes still does seem like you're watching the same show. Like the past few weeks almost seems very similar to me, but it doesn't bother me though.
You're not bothered by another knock, and I know he's your boy, but another Nakamura Corbin situation.
Oh, no, there's thing because they do the perfect. They are literally, and they mentioned it. They were just like, "You have 2 wins. You have 2 wins. Like, why don't we have a tiebreaker?" And I do like where like Corbin stared at Adam Pearce for like maybe 2 minutes of camera time, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, are they gonna cut? They're gonna cut. He just kept staring at him. I was like, all right.
It's not.
But I don't like it because I know how it's all going to end, and that sucks. But
yeah. I like the Ding Dong Hello segment. That was all right.
And they're good. I mean, they're both good at that annoying ass heel character. What did you think of
that was the point. I think that they knew that was the point, and they're probably, I don't want to say the 2 best heels because Roman's technically a heel, but like Seth and Bailey are like,
it's a different kind of
so well together. Yeah, they're different kind of heels.
They're exactly. They're just that, but they're in the same
They're
realm.
actual heels. Like,
yes.
For me, Roman is like a freaking weird tweener, but like he's like more heelish than babyish. And I mean, at least in my heart, because he just answered so many of my prayers these last 2 weeks. So like for me, he's like red hot babyface person.
Same.
But I tell everybody else's eyes, he's a heel. I understand.
But whatever. We have to talk. We'll talk about that. We have to talk about the ending. The ending segment.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go to the ending, we gotta talk about Otis.
Oh, all right. We'll get into this.
Talk about Otis. I usually would just let it slide, but that man changed his look, changed his gimmick.
Gone.
He shaved his beard. He looks like he's stealing Pee Wee Herman's bike later tonight. It's insane, crazy. I don't know. He's for what he's being given. I think he's doing awesome.
Do you think? So it looks like they're kind of writing off, like Angelo for a while, for a few weeks. Cooling down the Street Profits for a little bit.
I don't like that idea. I don't like it, but I mean, who knows what's going on in backstage that's not come out. Maybe he needs to take time off. Maybe he's taking a vacation. Could be anything.
What was I? Oh, I was reading just involving. I heard something about. There was a rumor about Naomi possibly being a female member of the tribal family.
Really? Well, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But then she's not really doing because she lost her.
Make sense.
She lost Lana. She was tagging with.
She did lose Lana. She's got nothing else going for her.
And when I heard that, I was like, well, yeah. I was like, that actually is real. I was like, that'd be super cool for her, actually. That would give her, instantly, that puts her, I think, at the top of the card almost in the women's division if she lines up with.
I feel like that spot could go to someone else, someone who like really could make an impact. I feel like that guy, and it's a guy, should be right next to the head of the table. Like if this was like the show Sons of Anarchy, you got the president, and then this guy should be the vice president. That man is Rick Books. I love Rick Books. Shout out to Rick Books. All right, that's all. All right. Okay. I need to get the Rick Books shot in there. No, Naomi is a good idea. Yeah. No.
I could see it definitely being something they have considered, and if they do that, I think that's a really good idea. But come on, let's get to it. I want to get to it. I want to talk
about it. All right. So like, you want to do the promo first with Ray? I think we talked about it. I don't know if that was off air or not.
Oh, about how he basically said he was
The
going to
Rey
lose.
Mysterio promo. Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah. He said he was going to lose, but he was going to show you like
Messing
what
with his
family
family.
is or something.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cute and everything. Look, couple months ago, I don't know when,
Tell
I
him.
don't know why I just said that I would be all in for a Roman Ray feud that consisted of Roman just beating the crap out of Dominic, just murdering the boy. But I didn't think they were going to do it because they just did the Brock Lesnar Rey Mysterio thing. So, man, what a turn of events. Last week he gets beat up, and this week he gets murdered. Amazing.
And I love it's towards the end. Like they couldn't have done that in a live crowd. But I love that they had, that's the sometimes positive with the Thunderdome right there. That's super.
Right there.
That's it right there. Because that's almost now, he doesn't, because we wanted him to beat him up every single week leading up to it. He has. There's one more week. But at this point, I don't even, he's not going to be on SmackDown, I think, on Friday.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. You can do like he may be, and he might be like in a wheelchair, like Zack Ryder situation, and
Do
then
it.
you just throw him off steps. Or here we go. They do a interview via satellite at the hospital because he's so damn beat. He's in a coma. He's in like something, and Roman just shows up and starts beating the crap out of both of them again. Super news. Love it. Or no, that's it. No, that's it. But like one of those two things should definitely happen.
One more time. Just
you know what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Ray's gonna get the upper hand on SmackDown, and right before the pay-per-view.
That's usually like that's what we're all thinking. We're all thinking somehow like with a chair and a kendo, and he's booyaka and standing up and he's gonna win this Sunday. But they can't.
And then like Dominic's gonna get his like stomps and stuff.
Yeah, they should not. They should just continue with the beating
Yeah.
or the live via satellite, and then like Roman just shows up behind and just starts beating the living hell again. That would be great.
It's gold. It's gold. But like you're right. There's no reason for the Mysterios to get any type of upper hand here next week, because we know, and obviously Ray knows that he ain't winning this match. So what's the harm in just having Roman beat the crap out of these two for like ever? Next week at Hell in a Cell, I'm like there's like a 5% worry in me that Rey Mysterio is gonna win at Hell in a Cell, like 5%, and that's the most it's been for a while since WrestleMania, I would say.
It's the same thing with Brock when Brock wrestled Ray, and they gave you that like great false finish towards the end with the pipe and Dominic and the double 619, and that was and the frog splash from like they set that like, but I could see them maybe like doing like a 2-on-1 match for the title.
I was just thinking that like like the Lesnar match was a no DQ match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Dominic could just like show up. What if we had like him hiding underneath the ring, and then when the cell's lowered, he like shows up and just starts kendoing Roman from behind, and then it's a 2-on-1 match like that again. So like you could do like either that, and then Roman just kills both of them.
That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming Dominic wouldn't be on TV this week, which would lead to him exactly like what you just said, him showing up at Hell in a Cell to try to, but then at the same time, he could beat the living hell out of both of them in Hell in a Cell. And that would be fantastic.
Please toss him off the cell. Toss him off the cell.
They can even do more. It's Thunderdome. They already did that really cool power bomb all out of the ring. They could do something wild with something off. I mean, I don't want it to be with like where it would get shit on like the Jericho off the.
No, you don't even need to. I don't even need to see Dominic land. Like, do exactly what you did on
like
SmackDown.
Money in the Bank, like getting tossed off the roof.
Right. Like,
remember when Ray got murdered?
Like, same camera. Right. Like, you didn't see Dominic land on Friday night. You just have a shot of Roman just tossing him, and you don't got to see it. You just see, like, you could, like, have the camera point up at Roman and, like, standing in all of his dominance, and then get a shot of Ray just like, like, just crazy. Like, come on, dude.
They did it perfectly.
You gotta do it. You gotta have fun with this. Gotta have fun with this. SmackDown done.
So that's that. Next week will be our we'll be making picks for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a special edition too because I gotta work next Saturday.
Oh, let's do it earlier or
yeah, unless you want to do it before I go to work.
Day of.
Yeah, I'm could be day of. I mean, I'm in at 2, so I could definitely do it earlier.
All right. We'll dive into which I feel like there's long gaps because it's NBA playoffs with Dynamite. I'm really missing the Wednesday night aspect of it because I feel like I watch it. Well, I don't like that gap of Wednesday and Thursday now since I was used to Raw, NXT, Dynamite, off night, SmackDown.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. But I also enjoy having 2 shows right after each other for some reason. It's weird that I can't stand 3 hours on Monday, but I can stand 4 hours on Friday night. Weird how that works.
At least for the most part, it's fun watching it. Both the shows are really good.
Yeah, I mean, they're okay
for the most part.
I wouldn't say SmackDown's really good.
Yeah,
because again, as much as we just praised it, a lot of that stuff is repeat and almost the same thing on Raw, but they just do it better, like you said.
Yeah, mainly. Yeah, it's Roman, Corbin, Boogs.
Of course.
But Dynamite.
AEW.
Dynamite had Cody was promoted for his special announcement, which happens every few weeks. Cody has a big announcement.
I feel like every quarter. I feel like every quarter he has one.
This one was the announcement of Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson's son.
Probably made some people poop. Probably had made some people poop in the WWE for sure. But
we got more offsprings. Yeah.
More offsprings. There are a good amount of offsprings in that company, isn't there?
Yes. There is.
And originals too.
Yeah. Ooh, they also are they weaning off of the whole Vicky being with Andrade?
I'm assuming. But like it just makes his debut just weird. Unless she was just there to announce a new person, like maybe like a spokesperson for Latinos.
I'm gonna take it as that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. That's what it was. Because it does that pair. That pairings. No, I don't want to see that.
We'll see.
Anything really pop out at you at Dynamite that you were really
Not really. Like it was fine. It was this I'm not into the main event, the tag match. I just didn't really catch my attention as it usually does. So
Dark Order all over the show.
Yeah. But like they haven't done it in a minute, so like I'm all right with it. But like just take a break now, basically.
I like the Ricky Stark, Brian Cage blow up, the slap in the face.
So like the tease has been happening for a while. I mean, I don't know when they're gonna officially pull the trigger, but like it's getting to the point where like let's get on with it, you know,
That's the
in
face
my
turn,
opinion.
right? That's the full blown face turn, not using the title, throwing it back.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
so I
Yeah.
feel like now
Yeah.
where it needs to, yeah, because it's sickening if you keep seeing it and hearing Taz on commentary talking about it now. It's just like it's right at the perfect amount of time now where hopefully this leads next week into the more of a brawl.
And then so like you had the Young Bucks and in the 6-man tag, and I gotta say, um, I don't know if it's because they're good at their job or because maybe I find them annoying, but like I really find the Young Bucks annoying as hell. Like I really to a point where it's like I don't like them. And I don't know if it's go away heat or if I don't know if it's like heat that they want. But like
No,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like them.
no, they're really good. They're
Are
really
they
good at it.
really good? Like they're not like just annoying to everybody else because like I feel like they're annoying to me, but I can't like Baron Corbin to me. He was like, dude, get off of my TV. And like these guys are the same way. These guys are the same way, but I don't know. I right now I don't like them, and I don't know if it's because they're good at their job or because I just don't like them. I don't know
I get what you're saying
if that
though.
makes
You just
any type of sense.
no,
I
I
don't
get what
know.
you're
I
saying.
don't
You
know.
just don't. I think it's
Just
good. Did
looking
you
at them
like
do their
them?
stupid little like I thought they were okay. I didn't think that I didn't. I'm not like I love them like Dave Meltzer loves them, but like I didn't have a problem with them, but like I think their taunts are annoying. Like I think their little stage with the muscles and the sideways, I think that's annoying. I think their attire is annoying. I think their long hair is pretty annoying. And I think they killed the super kick, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, it's like one of those
Personally.
things where,
They used to be a very special thing
and then everyone
with
throws them around. I think that's in general with
everybody
so
does it
many
now.
people.
Everybody does it now. It's not a finisher now. It's not a finisher now.
Nah,
So
but they are. I think it's more that heel. They're really good at being at playing this heel character. They're
maybe,
good both ways.
maybe
I think they're good both ways. I think they're really good. I mean, they honestly, they want. I feel like they. I don't know. Like you just said, I kind of get the same vibe. You don't know if they're just dickheads or they're like
they're
cool.
definitely dickheads. They're dickheads for sure. I just don't know if they're cool dickheads.
Cool dickheads. We had
Uh,
Jungle Boy and Kenny had their little confrontation. Crowd
what do you
loves.
think of this Jungle Boy situation here?
They free everyone loves them, man.
Something's going on with this Jungle Boy situation. Um, the fact that he has kind of Christian by his side a little bit too. Um, I don't know. If I were Kenny, I would not take June 26th so lightly. All right. I mean, I thinking maybe there may be some type of upset. Are they gonna have like I hate to base every decision off of this, but are they gonna have like are they gonna be back live touring and stuff by that time? Do we know?
In 2 more weeks, I don't know. Oh, isn't that at a different place? They're calling it something. It's one of those. Isn't it like in Miami or it's somewhere different? I want to
I mean,
look.
if it is,
I think that what you're saying could be the case, but I might not be that long. It could be almost like a not as. I, it could be longer than when Jericho beat Triple H and had to give it back the same night, but I could see them putting the title on him for a week and then somehow Kenny gets some kind of rematch and screw job and gets the title right back. But this Jungle Boy with the crowd and everything, and they had that whole place.
so like I'm feeling like I don't know why because it has nothing to do with nothing. When Mick Foley won the title for the first time against The Rock, I feel like something similar is going to happen with Christian playing the role of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Omega playing the role of The Rock and everything,
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but we'll see. Because like no one's gonna expect Jungle Boy to win, you know. Perfect timing, especially if you have fans. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if Jungle Boy. Oh. And the fact, and he doesn't probably. I don't think I've ever heard him mention this before, but Luke Perry is his father. So what a tribute it would be to, I don't know, maybe a feel good moment there. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. It's possible.
I didn't know, but when I was pulling up the that they taped the majority of Dynamites the weekend after Double or Nothing.
Oh, okay.
So June 26th is going to be the first live show of everything they didn't tape. And that's why also they're saying that recently it's been reported that Omega's banged up, so it gives some healing time. So I could see some kind of little
schmaz,
little TV interest, little TV booster.
Yeah, and it's on a Saturday night, so like they gotta get viewers.
I would say he didn't say he's trying to make it a major show, so I could see it being almost treated like how those big UFC Saturday night, like once eyeballs trending on Twitter, biggest thing of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Besides that, they also they had the Inner Circle just destroy a limo, which good stuff. I mean, you had Hager getting the forklift and picking it up, and everyone.
Still not a fan. Still not a fan of this feud continuing. Still not a fan.
They had their chance. They want to, but it seems like still everybody is individually calling out everyone they're feuding with. So it's kind of like they're together, but it's everyone's gonna have their. So is it just gonna seem it's how? All right, so on that big show, they're gonna have Hager and Wardlow have an MMA fight or something.
Something like that. I don't understand it. Still.
That's the only one so far that is of the. So at some point we got to get Sammy and Spears. You got FTR and Santana and Ortiz. I feel like we're just going to progressively, slowly get each one leading to MJF Jericho and All Out. I that's the only way I assume this feud continuing. I feel like this feud goes until finally MJF goes over on Jericho, and that's the ending that maybe we thought I was saying that they should have had at what was their pass, the Stadium Stampede. Just finish it off.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hopefully. I feel like that's way too long, though. You're talking like feuding into September. That's a long time. And if we're gonna give, crap to WWE about it, we gotta be fair here. That's a long time to be feuding with someone, the same one.
Do you not see that being?
No, I do. I'm just saying it's a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna be hard to keep my interest.
Yeah, especially like I don't know. It was like it reminded me of like Street Fighter almost. When you had like the bonus round, when you had to like beat the car up real quick and destroy it.
There you go.
I also feel a lot like all the people complain about like that's been done on WWE plenty of times. It's been done on, but it's like I feel like people in AEW like take shots at WWE, but they do like a lot of the same thing. So, and there's people who are die on an AEW hill or W, and I'm neither on it. I like both products, even though I'll shit on both products. But I think it's funny how they do stuff like the cannon of bubbly or the destroying a car, and you having Bad Bunny. They just did the Bad Bunny recently. It's just like it happens.
Right. So, speaking of which, just noticed this. I'm looking over this Miro and Uno match, right? And I don't know if I just don't pay attention, but did Miro change the name of his finisher to Game Over? Because I'm reading a sentence here that says the best man obliterated him with a clothesline of his own and applied Game Over for the submission victory.
I believe he did.
Is that a shot as well? Is that a shot as well? I mean,
yes, it could be.
It's a unique
game.
finishing maneuver name.
And it makes sense because he has literally video games and he has a Twitch and everything. So he
can could be that too. Could be that
easily
too.
use it as that, but it could have that.
Okay. Nah, I don't think it is. I think it's a video game thing. Everyone knows that he's on video games. That's my bad.
But they were doing, it was funny. They, on Being the Elite, they did a segment with the Dark Order and Evil Uno where everyone was putting that on Evil Uno. And he kept just like moving his arms and getting out of it. And someone else tried to do it to him and he kept sliding out of it. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Good stuff.
They built it up nice. They had a nice little, I liked still the small little promo by Evil Uno before the match. Overall, it was not too bad week. It started off bad. It ended okay. I was debating on jaBROni of the week for a while. I have been recently. I feel like I've been too nice recently, and it's been hard to kind of be mean to somebody. But for this week, it's kind of out of nowhere, which I kind of just Aleister Black has been all over Twitch and people's interviews and all this stuff, and he's been doing this thing where he kind of like blows himself, he kind of blows himself. It's a thing that Chris Jericho
himself up, you mean, or like legit tries to like?
No, he blows himself. Like he not literally, but he like boosts himself up. Makes himself,
all right, all right.
For the kids, yeah, I guess I should be more.
But you never know. Like he has a very Marilyn Manson type vibe, and you hear the things about Marilyn Manson. So,
but he's been doing this thing where everything he says just puts him in like everyone liked him. Everyone liked his ideas. Vince thought of him in the great, and he keeps going on and like all this stuff, his input and everything. It's all great, but it just to me at the same time was just like, but why would they then let you go and decide that? And now there's rumors this week about him because I think of this because it reminds me of the same thing when they fired Drake Maverick, where you go on and you start getting viral. Like he went on and cried. And now there's this, I just feel again, it's this whole entire thing where he'll be back with the company somehow. And they'll do, I don't know, but for some reason, I was leaning very, very heavily on that. But he's not going to be my jaBROni of the week.
All right, cool. Because I didn't think he deserves that. You know,
I wanted to just mention
make money
towards the end while we got here.
Yeah, right. There's rumors of him coming back, then there's rumors of Joe coming back.
Joe coming back, yes.
So, you know, that wasn't nice.
I liked all the input. Like they said at some point, like he was going to come help the Undertaker in the Boneyard match.
Oh God, that would have been so
that would have been cool. They pitched some kind of stable with like Finn Balor, like Bray Wyatt, him, Undertaker, and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. And he even was saying like things like the color of the feud that he was in or coming, like the background colors of his promos would be certain colors, telling you if it was the beginning of a feud and like all that stuff or whatever. I was more just busting balls there. Saying he's like kind of just
scaring
loved
me.
all of his ideas. No, but I am giving it to someone who's pretty popular, and I mean it's a twofer actually. But he started the shots, and I'm so tired of it. And probably two people could be involved in it, but Triple H is getting my jabroni of the week.
I think that's the first time.
Yeah, it is. One, because he just came and put a stank on the Sixers for a little bit, but I'm not hating on it because I ended up having the shirt that they're wearing coming. And it was super badass.
That's cool. Right, that's cool.
And I hope it leads to him coming back and doing it on a maybe we get Shawn Michaels maybe instead or something else, or I don't know, but we need to try that again. Maybe next year. I don't know. We don't need any bad karma with the Sixers right now.
Why not this year?
I don't know, because he already rang the bell and they lost.
Yeah, because all of DX wasn't there.
All right, so we're bringing we can't. Some work for the other company. So we just need it. Would Shawn and
we just need Shawn. Just need Shawn. It's Shawn, Joel, and Triple H. That's the new DX now.
But Triple H gets it because he started that thing during the week. Again, that happens all the time. And it just bothers me. And then everyone starts fighting. But they fight about everything. But it was just that all of the wrestlers want to be here comment. And then
he was a dick during this phone call.
And I get it. And I'm sure it gets annoying or whatever. But at a certain point, dude, it's just like, you just got to shut your mouth about it. Because like, you can think that they're a pissant company or whatever, because you know what? You do think that they're nothing, but they are putting on an entertaining show and they have superstars over there. And I just am so sick and tired of the shots fired and saying that everyone wants to work here. It's just like, and then the wrestlers have to come out and be like, that's not the case. And then fans come out like, da, da. It's all comes back to being a jabroni. And I think Triple H started it all. And for this week, I think Triple H, jabroni of the week, you got to stop. Just stop. Just stop. It's childish.
Well done. Definitely,
love each other.
Definitely interesting. Honestly, can I tell you something? Aside from Raw, I mean, no one individual really pissed me off.
What?
To the point where they're that they deserve to be jabroni of the week.
Hey.
Until
Uh-oh.
Friday, and then until Saturday, which was yesterday, by the way. So it's down to two people. One, very familiar with the award. That's Dominic Mysterio. Just because I want to, and just because I'm trying to bring all the bad karma on him. So he's an option. Or I could give it to the person who gave me a bloody nose yesterday. That was my daughter.
Oh, what a jaBROni.
Yeah. Yeah, I was bleeding a lot.
What?
But she has I guess she has the advantage here because, you know, she's cool. But I'm going to give it to Dominic. Look, bro, you don't come into SmackDown and just start whipping the head of the table's ass with a kendo stick. You don't do it, especially during his little rawr gimmick. You know, you don't do that. Okay, so you getting power bombed over the ring is the least of your worries because you're the jabroni of the week. And I don't know if you're in a coma. I don't know if you're at home. I don't know if you're under the ring waiting for the cell to come down. Wherever you are. This is like third, fourth time that you've been jabroni of the week in some type of variation. You need to get it together, son. All right? You are the jabroni of the week.
He's got to pick his battles.
This is the second.
He's got to.
He really does. It's not smart. It's not smart. Like, he's been in a lot of... You would think he would have learned from Brock Lesnar. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, it makes me all warm
He's
inside when a Mysterio's
he's so
jabroni of the week.
lucky. It is. I mean, because they're like they're the face of the award.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like though he's so lucky. He's gotten to be with Brock. He's gotten to be with Seth. He's gotten to be with Roman. He's gotten to be with Dolph, Bobby, all these guys. Not to mention teaming up with his dad. Like the most comfortable transition to the WWE, and you suck. And you suck. You suck. And you're a champion. You suck.
Oh yeah, they're the tight.
Yeah, they're a tag champion. You suck.
See what happens to Dominic. We'll see if he can respond, see if he wakes up, see if he's alive.
Hope not.
What happened? Dominic trying to get in touch with you?
No. I'm just looking at the SmackDown stuff. Sorry.
All right. I think before we get out of here, do a little plugging away here. Like, subscribe to bodyslam.net. Check out jaBROnis all over the place here, stuff like that. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. All that stuff is in the description for this episode. T-shirts. We got the merch store going. We got hoodies. We have several T-shirts. We have a new one getting ready to come out probably in the next week. Go check it out. We have fanny packs.
We don't have Joel Embiid though, so
we don't. It would be nice though.
It would be nice.
I do have that shirt, that DX shirt coming now.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It should be here hopefully. Actually, I'm assuming it should get here for the next game, so that should be good.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, if you're watching us on YouTube, right underneath me, you could see at jaBROni McCann, and his over there, or it's this way.
I think mine's under here too.
Yeah,
I think mine is. Yeah. You'd be pointing here. I'd be in this general vicinity.
Yeah. We're pointing fingers.
Yeah.
But and also at jaBROni, at jaBROnis pod. You can follow everything on bodyslam.net. You can find the episodes there as well. I put the Spotify link in there. We put the YouTube link in there. All of our articles are up there. You could check out the video of the post media scrum that Cass was out there.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Check it all out. I was actually talking today before we got on today. I'm thinking I have this idea that I might start it this week of writing a Raw review each week for bodyslam.net, but not like a more in the terms of how I watch the product in more of a joking way, where it's going to say Hot Bobby. It's going to be more of a not kayfabe news joking, but more of a loose review of
it's basically the jaBROnis in word.
And I'm not doing it for all the shows, but I just think for Raw, maybe it almost might make it more enjoyable.
Oh, it would be more entertaining for sure because it's such an easy target.
So not like verbatim where it goes, but I'm thinking of something. I don't know if it's going to be this week or something, but that's going to be, I want to try to start doing something like that. And maybe, I don't know, more things, try and do more content. I noticed that I did the unboxing for this title, and I realized I didn't say much at all while doing it.
Well, I mean, you were just amazed by the look of it.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm kind of disappointed in it. I don't think it's as engraved as they made it seem out to be with all the examples. It's too shiny.
It's too shiny.
It's too if you look, it's a weird. You have to see it.
It looks like they just lasered the logo on there as opposed to graving it.
And it doesn't feel super engraved.
I thought it was gonna be right.
Yeah, it's smooth across it, and it's not as Like, I would rather everything being black than all of the logo and everything being black so you can see it. So it's only,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's the only thing. I'm a little.
I guess they're not getting a plug on the show.
I was almost thinking about, but I come back and be like, hey, I really thought that this was like if I put this up and you look at it, like, it's hard to see what it is. So
It
that's
says, yeah,
where the
hard to see what it says.
where the money spent. I think that maybe there's a little false advertisement, especially with the example titles that you had there that looked pretty heavily engraved. I don't know. Maybe they probably should have been.
This is another jaBROni of the week, right?
I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. Great leather, whatever. You got it. This is going to be it, but it could be room for improvement one day. We could upgrade it.
Yeah,
Day.
I mean, if we're going by the WWE logic, it has to be like 2 years, and then we remake it.
So. Yeah, that's what we'll do for now. This is going to be it for now, but there will be an upgrade, and I probably won't be from this site.
Yeah, right.
Because I was misled. I was misled a little bit.
It happens all the time. It's okay.
So we're going to be back next week for our Hell in a Cell preview. We'll be making our picks. It will be on the line. You guys can kind of see where I have this set up.
I can see myself in it. It's beautiful.
This is my bedroom setup.
No, I can literally see myself through it. Not like, yeah. It's gonna be good.
I don't want to. It feels nice.
It does. The back right there, it looks nice.
Yeah, I don't want to lose it yet. I'm gonna keep it on this side so it's not shiny.
There you go. Blind people.
All right. So back next week, we're gonna make our picks, predictions for Hell in a Cell. Talk about what the hell's going on. We'll see if Samoa Joe gonna show up. Is Samoa back?
I don't know. We'll see.
But all that and more. We'll see you guys next week. jaBROnis out.